In this video, I'm going to tell you what we have learned and seen at the Gaalen Cheese Farm. This way, you will know what to expect should you consider going for a hike there yourself. Let me give you a brief description of how this video is going to play out. First of all, I'm going to tell you a story of what happened that day. Then we're going to move on to the Q&A section. In the Q&A section, I'll be answering a few of the most asked questions related to hiking at the Gaalen Cheese Farm. Then we'll move over to the video clips. These video clips are clips I took along our hiking route that day. And then lastly, I have some final thoughts I would like to share with you. Then also, I just need to mention everything I'm going to talk about in this video. There will be links to it in the description below, so go and have a look there. That's it for the introduction. Let's move on to the story. As a family, we try to get together at least every 3 months and do something. This time around, I thought it was a good idea to go for a hike at the Gaalen Cheese Farm. It's in the Hartbeespoort area and my father lives close by, so I thought it would be ideal. I decided we should go big and hike the 13 kilometers to the church. We started off at around 8 that morning. The hike to the church took some time. The last part is pretty much uphill until you reach the church. We had to climb over fences and slog our way to the church. I recall my father asking many times, how far still? It was new to me too, and I did not know what to expect, and maybe it was asking too much of my dad. We made it though and took a well-deserved break at the church, and as usual, I looked around. We rested there for about 30 minutes and then started making our way down. We were about halfway through when it started raining. None of us had any rain gear, so we pretty much walked in the rain, through the mud until we came to the river crossing. With the rain, the river started pushing up and we were not sure if we should take the chance and cross it. I'm pretty confident that me and my brother would have made it, but we did not want to take the chance with my dad. My dad is on the wrong side of 60 and any injury would not be welcome. We decided it was best to backtrack and find another way around. Now, we were not familiar with the trail, so backtracking was pretty much a learning experience. We found a dirt road and I thought, let's see what Google Maps had to say. Luckily, there was a signal and Google could direct us. This dirt road ran in between the farms up to the tar road, and from there you could walk along it to the entrance of the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm. At the time, we thought it was the best solution to the problem, and we decided to go with it. It was about 3 kilometers we had to walk around. It took us a good 2 hours to get it done. All in all, our adventure that day kept us busy for about 6 hours. I liked all of it. My brother liked about 70% of it, and my dad about 50% of it. I think it's going to be an absolute challenge to get my dad to come along on the next hiking adventure I have in mind. So the moral of the story is, check the weather before you go out into nature. And if it looks like it could rain, take rain gear with you. And last, I would just like to add this. Spend as much time with family as possible. They might not be there tomorrow. That's it for the story. Let's move on to the Q&A section. Okay, let's start off with the Q&A section. The first question is, where is the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm situated? Okay, so this is what I've done. Have a look in the description below. There will be a Google map that will take you straight to the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What are the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm operating hours? Okay, the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm operating hours are Wednesdays to Fridays. They open up at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays and Sundays, they are open at 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the summer. So they open up an hour earlier in the summer. And in the winter, they open Saturdays to Sundays from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. And they are closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. So don't forget that Mondays and Tuesdays, they are closed. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What does it cost to go for a hike at the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm? You're looking at $50 per hiker. Children under 12 are for free, and if you want to test out the trails with your mountain bike, you're looking at $60. Those are the costs for you. It's actually very well priced in my opinion. Okay, let's move on to the next question. How long does it take to hike at the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm? That all depends on how fast you hike and how long your pit stops are. You can probably, look at that day, we spent about 6 hours on the trail, as you've probably seen in the story, but you can hike the 13 kilometers one all the way to the church and back in probably around 2 to 4 hours. You can definitely do it in 2 to 4 hours. So yeah, that's how long it's going to take. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What is the conditions of the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm trails? In my opinion, look, I think it needs a bit of attention. I recall a few times that we're not 100% sure where to go. I think they can mark it better. There's definitely room for improvement in terms of marking the trail so that you know where to go with the different trails. Like I said, there was a few scenarios where we weren't sure which way to go. Also, what I've noticed is the hikers and the trail runners and the mountain bike guys use the same trail some spots. You know, there's certain spots along the hiking trail. It's okay if the hiking trail and the trail runner guys use the same trail, but the mountain bike guys seem to come into those trails every now and then. That's what I've noticed, and in my opinion, it's not ideal. It's better that the hikers and the trail runners use the same trails, and the mountain bike guys should have their own separate trails. These guys move, you know, and they're in a hurry to get that trail done ASAP, and it's not the same for the hikers and the trail runners. It's a different tempo, and I think those trails should be separate, in my opinion. So yeah, there's definitely space for improvement. If you're not familiar with Van Gaalen and it's your first time, I recommend you have a good understanding. At the pay point, they've got these QR codes where you can actually scan the different maps different hiking maps. Do that so that you can refer back to the hiking trails as you go along the route, because if they haven't improved it as of yet, there's a good chance that you might be confused as to where to go to. So yeah, there's definitely room for improvement at the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm when it comes to the hiking trails and the mountain bike trails, etc. It needs to be separate in my opinion and better marked. There's room for improvement. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Is it safe to hike at the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm? In my opinion, yes. I've hiked it twice in the past, and okay, in all fairness, I had people with me both times, and well, no one complained in terms of safety. The best advice I can give you is use your common sense. If you feel you're in an environment where you feel unsafe and you need to get out ASAP, get out ASAP. And if you want to add an extra layer of security, take a friend with you. It's much more fun to hike with other people. Take someone with you and go on public holidays and over weekends when it's a lot busier. So yeah, that's my feedback in terms of safety in general when you're hiking. Just step 1, use common sense, get out if you feel unsafe. Step 2, public holidays, weekends, and step 3, take someone with you. So yeah, that's my answer to safety in terms of hiking at the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm. Let's move on. Okay, what activities does the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm have to offer? Okay, you can hike there, you can trail run there, you can bike there. 5 people can go for a picnic. Okay, that's the second activity. And then also they have cheese farm tours. What I've done is have a look in the description below. There will be a link to the page where you can learn more about booking a cheese farm tour. So yeah, those are the 3 for you. People can go for a picnic, up to 5 people can go for a picnic. Secondly, you can run, bike and hike there. And then thirdly, you can go for a cheese farm tour. Don't forget, have a look in the description below. There's a link. It's going to take you straight to more information about a cheese farm tour. Okay, where you can book it in, more or less what to expect. Let's move on. Okay, what does the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm menu look like? Okay, let's do a bit of a deeper dive into the menu. Okay, they have breakfast. There's starters on offer. There's salads on offer. There's also a sushi menu. They've got a main menu. There's pastas, pizzas, and a kiddies menu if you have any children with you. There will also be a link in the description below that will take you straight to the menu if you would like to do a deeper dive in terms of what's on offer to eat at the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm. I've had a breakfast there and it was good. I enjoyed it. We had a breakfast after our first hike there and I have absolutely no complaints. They are well priced and the food was good quality and the waiter was friendly as well. So it's definitely a thumbs up in terms of using their restaurant afterwards for breakfast. Yeah, I can vouch for that one. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Does the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm have accommodation? No. The Van Gaalen Cheese Farm has no accommodation on site. Unfortunately, they don't have. However, Van Gaalen is situated in the Skeerpoort area in Hartbeespoort, and there are quite a few guest houses in that vicinity. So what you can do if you're looking for accommodation close by, do a Google search for Skeerpoort guest houses, and I'm pretty confident that there will be quite a few options you can choose from. You can overnight there, and during the day, following morning, you can just move over to the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm, get your activities done, and also have something to eat afterwards. That's ideal. So yeah, there is no accommodation, but a lot of accommodation close by, so that's definitely an option. Let's move on to the next question. Okay, what is the Van Gaalen Cheese Farm basket price? I assume when they ask this question, they are referring to the picnic baskets on offer. Okay, let me break it down for you. A picnic for one goes for 280 bucks. A picnic for two goes for 480 bucks. A picnic for three goes for 690 bucks. A picnic for four costs you 840 bucks. And a picnic for five is going to go for 990 bucks. And they've also got a kiddies snack pack, which you can purchase for 90 bucks. So yeah, those are your picnic basket prices. That's it for the Q&A section. Let's move on to the video clips.
She's calling me.
Morning. Short. Okay, that's it for the video shorts. I hope you find it entertaining, and I hope it gives you a better idea of what to expect should you be interested in going for a hike at Van Gaalen's. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comments below, and I'm going to try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Then also, if you found the video helpful in any way whatsoever, please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate the algorithm love. And then also, if you would like to stay in the loop, please hit on that subscribe button and notification bell, and you will be informed of each and every new video as and when I upload it. That's it. Thanks for watching, and until the next adventure. Also, if you would like to watch another video, have a look at these two.